So you must have come to know that recently 11 children were babies were killed in Addin Hospital, Mogbazar, due to the neglect of nurses and doctors, especially because of mismanagement of the AC system. There was poisonous gas leaked from the AC, and that thing caused all these deaths. Now, and also the guardians of those, the parents of those children, they have been alleging that they approached the nurses, but who hardly paid any attention. They were more busy with their phones. I have had a lot of bad experiences with doctors, nurses, and supporting staff of hospital, which I am going to share with you today in brief. First of all, let me show you something. You see this thing, the scar on my left hand. See, this is because of the when I was a class 8 student, sorry, class 2 student and 8 years old. Uh, there was a cut here because of we lived in Dhaka city, and on the walls there was like what very sharp things. What is that called? In Bangla they are called tarkata, and in English I have forgotten the name. So I jumped from one wall to another, and because of that I had this cut, and I was rushed to Dhaka Medical College Hospital. There were 20 stitches, and I had to stay in the hospital for like 5 days. After that, I was released, but they told me to contact 3 weeks later, so that they would cut the stitch. But they intentionally said this 3 weeks. It was supposed to be 2 weeks only. Actually, the thing is that we forgot to bribe the nurses. That's why they gave us the wrong info. And because of the delay, there was a decay here, which was evident through, from above the bandage, the green spot. And the doctors, when we got there, they told us you should have come earlier. It was supposed to be only 2 weeks. Why did you come 3 weeks later? So this mark got permanent and worsened because of the delay that the nurses intentionally caused. Okay, and later you see this eye, this small one, and I hardly see anything through this. Very poor vision. There are several incidents because of this. Firstly, when I did the LASIK surgery on both of my eyes at Mirpur to OSB hospital, you see. Okay, first of all, the doctor Roxana Riaz, the surgeon, she forgot to tell me that during the operational procedure I had to constantly look at the red laser light. Since she forgot to mention that, so I, for about 30 seconds, I looked to and fro like this, because my vision was very blurred, a myopia case. So naturally, since I was not given any instruction, I did that. And for the when 30 seconds passed, then the doctor told me to stare only at the red laser light. Because of that delay, the 30 seconds things, the operation was a failure on this eye. And not only that, after the operation, when 2 or 3 days later I went to the surgeon to tell her that actually the this eye was okay, the left eye, but the right eye was very poor vision. She became furious, and she behaved in such a way that I had to stop seeing her. I understood that although it was her failure, her mistake, and actually her crime. This is was a crime. You are supposed to give me this information at the beginning, before the operation ever begins, but you you are giving it in the middle of the operation once 30 seconds has passed. So I like to assume that you actually did a crime. It was not a mistake. So, and then uh, 2 or 3 years later, I did the LASIK operation back in 2014, but in 2017 I had severe eye problem. I had one sort of chronic medical condition that I grew, and I still am carrying this to this day. Potassium deficiency. So every few days, if I do not take potassium supplement, the eyes become red. So, but initially I did not understand what the problem was. Since I was severe headache, my parents and other people, they suggested me to see a doctor on high pressure. They thought I was having hypertension. So it was my mistake that I did not measure the hypertension, the pressure, blood pressure at any medical store. I should have done that. But when I got to Kurmitola Medical College, Kurmitola Hospital, when I went to see the doctor, he was busy almost 10 to 15 minutes convincing a patient to go through operation at Labad Hospital. Probably he does work for Labad Hospital as well. So he was convincing the patient in many ways, like you will have to manage 40,000 taka, anything less will not suffice. He did not look at me at all. And when I said that I am having severe headache, probably I am having high pressure, high blood pressure, he did not ask me whether I measured the pressure, neither nor did he measure it here. He simply prescribed me a medicine and threw the prescription paper at me. He did not look at me at all. I took that medicine, and because of which I was not having hypertension, but I was taking the pills of that. So uh, as a result, the vision even got deteriorated. So this is why I have been avoiding doctors and nurses, and I know how bad they behave. And also during the births of my two children, I know what I went through, not only during the births, but also when they got hospitalized because of some maybe pneumonia case or measles case. The treatment was severe. I couldn't possibly finish it in simply one episode. I will have to come up. Take my elder child, for example. We bought a towel for the baby, but that was stolen by a nurse, uh, maybe a supporting staff, who is called Aya. So think about that. So my baby took his first photograph wrapped in my mother-in-law's ona, or what is that called, dupatta, the red dupatta. Although that photo was awesome, but he was supposed to be covered in towel. Instead he was covered in dupatta. So this is such a bad memory, bad experience from them. Okay, I shall possibly make another episode. So thank you for watching this one. Have a great day.